Hello and welcome. Today we have a short story about revenge. Follow along and enjoy. Welcome to Pen and Story Channel. In a small, quiet town, Kareem, a 16-year-old teenager, lived a simple life with his family. He was very attached to his 9-year-old sister, Layan. One winter night, a fire broke out in their house, and only Kareem survived. The police declared the cause an electrical short circuit, but Kareem couldn't believe it. After the death of his family, Kareem plunged into a spiral of grief, but he noticed things that didn't match the police report. The day before the fire, his father had a fight with a well-known corrupt man in the neighborhood, Hassan al-Tayeb, a businessman who owned half the town and controlled the police from behind the scenes. Karim began his own investigation. He spied on Al-Tayeb, infiltrated his office, and collected documents showing previous attempts to force his father to sell their land. Investigating more deeply, he found evidence of a bribe paid to an electrician to deliberately sabotage the wiring, but the police refused to open the case. Karim decided to strike back. He began to quietly exact revenge. He leaked the documents he found to the local press and encouraged some young people affected by the type to join him. They stole files from his company and published recordings of implicating senior officials. Over time, the name Shadow of Fire began to appear in the media as an enforcer of wronged justice. On a memorable day, the Type Company headquarters burned down in the same way as Kareem's house, but without any casualties. On the outer wall, a phrase was painted in red, "One for one." Kareem subsequently disappeared, but the city did not forget him. He became a symbol of revenge for injustice, and serious investigations began to reopen previously buried files. 3 years have passed since the Type Company fire, and the shadow of the fire has become a legend passed down through the generations. Some see him as a hero, others consider him a mere outlaw. But the truth remains a mystery. Where did Kareem disappear to? In a distant city, there was a young man working in a small electronics repair shop under the pseudonym Amin. He was taciturn, refused to be photographed, and carried no official documents. Every evening he closed the shop early and sat on the roof of the building, contemplating the horizon. One day, a strange young man visited him, seemingly knowing more than he was letting on. He sat quietly in front of him and said, "They knew you were the cause, but they kept quiet. Because you exposed them all." Amin raised his eyes expressionlessly and replied, "And why did you come to tell me that I'm in danger?" "No, I came to tell you that there are people like you, but they need a leader." Kareem was silent for a long time, then turned to the young man and asked, "And the people he wronged, are they still there?" "They are still there, and growing." At that moment, something returned to Kareem's eyes. Not hatred, but determination. The next day, a mysterious online account was created, bearing a new name, Ashes. It began posting files about a new network of corruption, deeper than the one he had encountered previously. And so, the shadow of the fire ceased to be a myth. It had become a movement.